Hello everyone. Today we will deal with the topic isomerism in coordination compounds. Isomerism. Isomerism is a very familiar term to you all. You know that isomerism is a property that is shown by the compounds when the compounds have their same molecular formula, but the difference arises due to their difference. But difference arises in their structural as well as their spatial arrangement. In their structural as well their spatial arrangement of atoms. This is known as isomerism. Those substances which shows isomerism are given a term that is known as isomers. Okay. Now when we say that this molecular formula will remain the same, but the difference will be there in the structure and as well as there how the atoms are arranged in the space. So due to this difference, what will happen? Their properties will change. That is, their physical properties as well as their chemical properties will going to change as a result of which. Okay. So isomerism it last leads to the change in their properties also. Now here we will deal with the isomerism in coordination compounds. Now what is the important thing about coordination compound? The important thing about coordination compound is that coordination compounds are made up of a metal and ligand. So when we say that the isomerism arises in coordination compounds means that is there will be a change either in the structure of the compound consisting of metal and the ligand, or there will be some change in how the ligands are arranged around the metal atom. So structural as well as the spatial arrangement will be in case of metal as well as in the ligand that will result in the isomerism in the coordination compounds. Now isomerism in coordination compounds is classified into two types. The two types of isomerisms in the coordination compound is first is structural isomerism and second is spatial isomerism, or is also known as stereoisomerism. Structural isomerism, as the name itself suggests that there will be some change in the structure, and spatial isomerism means there will be some change in how the arrangements are being done in a particular space. We know that the metal are surrounded by ligands. Now how the ligands are being arranged, this will result in the spatial or the stereoisomerism. Now first we will take here the structural isomerism in coordination compounds. Structural isomerism in coordination compound is further divided into four types, and we will going to discuss all the types one by one. The first type of isomerism is linkage isomerism. So the first type of structural isomerism in coordination compounds is linkage. Linkage, as the name itself suggests, that this isomerism is caused due to the way how the ligand is being linked to the metal atom. Okay. And this type of isomerism is not shown by all the coordination compounds. It is shown only by those coordination compounds which possess a ambidentate ligand. Ambidentate ligand. You all are familiar with this term now. Ambidentate ligand means those ligands which will have different donating sites. Okay. So these are the unidentate ligands, but they have different donating sites. For example, thiocyanato as well as nitro, etc. Now here it can link with the metal atom by S also, or it can link by N also. Similarly, if I take an example of nitro as a ambidentate ligand, then it can link by its nitrogen also, or it can link by its oxygen also. Okay. So linkage isomerism occurs only in those coordination compounds which have ambidentate ligands. So here I have given you the example of two ambidentate ligands. Now I'll explain you this by giving you an example of a coordination compound consisting of this ambidentate ligand. How the isomerism would be seen in that. So example of a linkage isomerism in a coordination compound. This is a coordination compound. In this coordination compound, it shows linkage isomerism because it has an ambidentate ligand. Okay. Now look here on the screen. Cobalt will be present in the center, surrounded by all the ligands. 6 ligands are there. This may be the arrangement. Cl will be present outside the complex. Okay. Now if you look here, this is how I am arranging the amines ligand. Now, here the ambidentate ligand linked to the metal atom by its nitrogen. On the other side, there is a possibility that this ligand binds to the metal atom by its oxygen also. Here you can see the complex is same, but this complex shows the linkage isomerism in this manner. Here it is linked to the metal atom by its nitrogen, and here it's linked by its oxygen. Now this is the linkage isomerism you see here. As a result of isomerism, as I said, that there will be some change in the physical as well as chemical properties also. So when it binds with its oxygen, then the complex will be red in color. Okay, where the ambidentate ligand binds with oxygen, it will be red in color, whereas when it binds with nitrogen, it will be yellow in color. So this is how the linkage isomerism, I have given you an example, occurs. Linkage isomerism occur only in those compounds which have an ambidentate ligand. So depending upon which is the donating side, the complex will have different physical as well as chemical properties, or the complex will show isomerism. This is the linkage isomerism. Now second type of isomerism is coordination isomerism. Coordination isomerism. Coordination isomerism usually occurs when there is an interchange between the complex ion. When there is an interchange of the ligand between the cationic as well as between the anionic portion, then this type of isomerism is said to occur. Interchange, I mean that if there is some complex ion is there, for example, this complex ion carries a positive charge, carries a negative charge. So this is an example of coordination isomerism. I am explaining you this isomerism by giving you an example. How the coordination isomerism occurs? There are cationic, this is the cationic form, and this is the anionic form. Both the forms are there, both the complexes are there. Now what will happen in this case is there will be an interchange of ligands. Look here, in the cationic the ligand is amine, and look here, cyanide ligand is there. This is a neutral ligand, that is, so therefore the charge on the complex will be positive due to presence of the metal in it, whereas here this is a cyanide is a negative ligand, and it has, so therefore this is causing negative charge on the complex. So there will be the interchange of this ligand. This ligand will go here and this ligand will come here, and as a result of which this shows coordination isomerism. So what isomer you will get as a result of this? You will get the isomer as this is the isomer which you will get after the interchange of ligand. Once the ligands get interchanged, this is the isomer you get. Now don't get confused here. I have exchanged the ligands. Look, the cyanide was earlier with the chromium, now the cyanide with cobalt. Amine ligand was with cobalt, now amine ligand is with chromium. Only what I have done is that I have kept the positive entity before and negative entity afterwards. And this is the rule. Always the cationic entity will come first, followed by the anionic entity. Okay. Now third type of isomerism is ionization isomerism. Ionization isomerism occurs in a special condition in which the ligand will be displaced by the counter ion. The ligand will be displaced by the counter ion. But for this the condition is that the counter ion should also be a ligand. So when the counter ion is also a ligand, only the counter ion and the ligand that is present inside the coordination entity will get displaced. Okay, now look at the example. Cobalt, amine ligand are there. Okay, now here you can see that this is a counter ion, this is also a ligand, this is also a ligand. Now what will happen when you react this complex in presence of silver nitrate? In presence of silver nitrate, it will form a precipitate of silver bromide. But this counter ion which is present outside the complex is also a ligand. Therefore, it will displace the ligand. And as a result, we get the isomer as and this isomer which is formed will not undergo any reaction with silver nitrate. Instead, it will undergo reaction with barium chloride, forming a precipitate of barium sulfate. So this is how the chemical properties are also changing. So ionization isomerism occurs when the ligand displaced by the counter ion, but the counter ion should also be an active ligand. Okay, now here you can see that this is the coordination complex. Br is a counter ion, it is displacing sulfate. Earlier when this was a complex, that complex was giving reaction with silver nitrate, forming a precipitate of silver bromide. But when this displacement occur, when this isomerism occur, then the new complex will not give any precipitate with silver nitrate. Instead, it will give reaction with the barium chloride. So this is the third type of structural isomerism in coordination compound. Now, fourth type of isomerism in coordination compound is solvate isomerism. Solvate as the name itself suggests that it's related to water. Solvate isomerism. It is also known as hydrate isomerism. This isomerism arises due to difference in the number of water molecules which are present as a ligand as well as which are present in the free form. Okay. For example, if I take any complex, metal is there, ligand is there, okay, and water is present outside it. Now here the water is present as a free solvent, okay, and if I take another complex, metal is there, ligand is there, and aqua ligand is also there. Now here the water molecule is present in the form of ligand. So this type of solvate isomerism or hydrate isomerism will be seen only when there is difference in the arrangement, in the arrangement or in the presence of the water molecule as a ligand as well as a free solvent. You will get to know this by looking at the example. This is a coordination complex. Now this complex is violet in color. Now the isomerism and solvate isomerism is seen in this. What will happen? There are 6 aqua ligands are there, but now it is left with only 5, and it will have one as a free solvent. Now earlier it was of this color, now its color changes to blue green. Earlier it was having 3 free chloride ions, now it is having 2 free chloride ions. Now further, if isomerism occur in this, what will be the compound? The compound is now it is having only 1 free chloride ion as well as 2 free solvent molecules, okay, and this compound will be dark green in color. So this is how solvate isomerism occurs. So solvate isomerism occurs due to difference in the presence of water molecules as a ligand as well as a free solvent. Now what is mean by free solvent? You see here, when it is present outside the coordination entity, and ligand when it is present inside the coordination entity. I have given you here the example of a complex in which earlier it was in the form of ligand, but as the ligand displaces one and one water molecule, so we are getting free solvent molecules also. So this is the solvate isomerism which is seen in the coordination compounds. So here we are done with the structural isomerism. Now next type of isomerism in coordination compounds is stereoisomerism or space isomerism or spatial isomerism. It's known by various names like stereoisomerism, space isomerism or spatial isomerism. As the name itself suggests that it arises due to the arrangement of the ligands around the metal atom. Arrangement of ligands around the metal atom. So when there will be some change in the arrangement of ligands around the metal atom, then we will get this type of isomerism. Now if you consider that how the ligands are arranged around the metal atom, it can be in different manner. It can be in this manner, giving it a square planar arrangement. The ligands can be arranged in this manner around the metal atom, giving it a tetrahedral arrangement, or the ligands can be arranged around the metal atom in octahedral manner. Okay. So the ligands can be arranged around the metal atom in all these manner, that is square planar, tetrahedral or octahedral manner. Now when this arrangements of the ligand around the metal atom will be different, then it will result in the space or stereoisomerism. Now further, this type of stereoisomerism is classified into two types. We will deal with those types. The first type is geometrical isomerism. Geometrical isomerism is only shown by those coordination compounds which either have a square planar or have a octahedral arrangement. That is, either their coordination number will be 4 or their coordination number will be 6. Okay, the first point of this type of isomerism is that the arrangement cannot be tetrahedral, the arrangement can be only square planar, or the arrangement can only be the octahedral. Now next point is that geometrical isomerism is only shown by heteroleptic complexes. Heteroleptic complexes means those complexes which have more than one ligands. Heteroleptic compounds or heteroleptic complexes which have more than one ligand. Now, how this geometrical isomerism occurs? Geometrical isomerism arises when either the identical ligands are present on the same sites. Identical ligands when present on the same site, or identical ligands when present on the opposite side. So when you see that the arrangements, the ligands are arranged around the metal atom in square planar or octahedral arrangement in heteroleptic compounds, then if the ligands are present on the same site, then it will be cis, and when the ligands are present on the opposite side, it will be trans. You have already done cis and trans isomerism in your earlier classes, but here for the coordination compounds you are doing it for the first time. Okay, so when the ligands, here we are dealing with ligands, so when the ligands will be on the same side, it will cause cis isomerism, and when the ligands are present on opposite side, it will cause trans isomerism. So geometrical isomerism basically means cis and trans isomerism. Now first we will deal with square planar coordination compounds. Only those compounds in which the ligands will be arranged in a square planar manner. So here the first type is Ma2B2. Now here M is the metal and the alphabet A and B refers to the ligands. Now you see here A and A are on the same side, B and B on the same side. Therefore, this type of isomerism is cis. A and A are on the opposite side, B and B on the opposite side. This type of isomerism is trans. So, square planar compounds may have MAB2 type of isomerism, in which if the ligands are present on the same side and if the ligands are present on the opposite side, then you get the cis and trans isomerism respectively for MAB2 type, MA2 and B2 type in square planar complexes. Now next, what type of complexes are possible in square planar arrangement of ligand is M, A, B, C, D, where A, B, C, D are the ligands and M is the metal atom. Now here all the ligands are different. So how you will find how the geometrical isomerism arises in this is, first arrange the ligands around the metal atom. I have arranged in this manner A, B, C and D. Now keep one of the ligand at a particular position, at a fixed position. Let A be at the fixed position and bring all the ligands trans to it. Trans to it means opposite to it. So this is the first isomer that is possible. The second isomer can be when I drag it further, C will come here, B, D. Now here C was trans to it, now here B is trans to it. So it's the second isomer. A is at the fixed position. Now I'll bring D trans to it, B, this is C. This is the third isomer. So for MABCD, if you have such type of coordination compound in which the metal is there and all the ligands are of different type, then this is how the isomerism is possible in them. You can find the isomerism in this manner. Now here this is the trans isomerism. This is cis and this is also cis form. How cis form? Because A and C are present on the same side. Here also A and C are present on the same side. So for MABCD type, you will get one trans form and two cis form. Total you will get 3 isomers. Okay, one trans form and 2 cis form. Now next type of isomerism that may be possible for geometrical square planar complexes is M. Now here the difference is that M is the metal atom, but this is a bidentate ligand or didentate ligand. Okay, I'll explain you by taking an example of a complex. This is a cobalt complex, ethane 1,2-diamine. It's a bidentate ligand. Now look at the structure. This is a cis form present on the same side. Opposite will be a trans form when the ligands are present on the opposite side. You can see here the ligands are on the opposite side. So this is the geometrical isomerism in case of square planar complexes having a bidentate ligand, that is if the compound is like this MAB2, in which the metal is surrounded by a bidentate ligand also. Now here we have done with the geometrical isomerism in square planar complexes. Now we will take the geometrical isomerism in octahedral complexes. Octahedral complexes means those complexes in which there are 6 ligands around them. Geometrical isomerism having octahedral complexes, they have the arrangement as M, A3 and B3. A and B are referred to as ligand. Total 6 ligands will be there in octahedral complexes. So MA3 and B3. So I am taking here an example of a compound, coordination compound, that is ligands are there. These are unit-entered ligands only, but total there are 6 ligands. Now how these ligands can be arranged? Look here. So when the metal is having ligands, when is this arrangement is possible? Another arrangement that can be possible is, keep looking at the structure, you will get to know the difference easily. Now, so in octahedral complexes having MA3B3 arrangement, I have taken here an example and I have arranged the ligands. Now if you look at this example, okay, if you look at this examples, the three ligands, the three identical ligands are arranged with their donor atoms in such a way that they occupy a same face, okay, they occupy a same face. If you look at them, they are occupying the same face over here. So this type of isomerism is known as facial isomerism, or may be written as FEC isomerism. Now here if you look, the isomers, the ligands with the identical ligands with their donor atoms are present across or around the meridian. They are present around the meridian. For example, here you can see that amine is present around the meridian. Okay, so this type of isomerism is known as meridional isomerism, or may be written as short form also. Okay, so octahedral isomerism, octahedral geometrical isomerism, when the arrangement is MA3B3 means 3 ligands are similar and 3 ligands are similar. Total 6 ligands are there. But when the 3 ligands, identical ligands with the 3 donor atoms are present on the same face, then they give facial isomerism, and when they are present around the meridian, they give meridional isomerism. So this is here the geometrical isomerism in square planar as well as octahedral complexes over. Now next type of isomerism is spatial isomerism, stereo isomerism, stereo or spatial isomerism. Now this type of isomerism, how this type of isomerism is being different for the optical manner. Optical isomerism. So first we have done the geometrical isomerism. Now second, stereo and spatial isomerism is optical isomerism. Optical isomerism is basically the isomerism that arises due to formation of non-superimposable mirror images of the compounds. Non-superimposable mirror images of the compound. When the compound forms non-superimposable mirror images, okay, which cannot be superimposed, such compounds are known as enantiomers. You might have seen such compounds in your 11th standard, okay, the carbon containing compounds. You have read this optical isomerism earlier also. So optical isomerism will be there only if the non-superimposable mirror images are being formed, and such compounds are known as enantiomers. Optical isomerism is classified into two types, that is dextro and levo. Dextro and levo. This classification is given on the basis of the rotation, that is how the compounds will rotate the plane polarized light in a polarimeter. Okay, if they rotate the light in right hand direction, then they are known as dextro, and if they rotate the light in left hand direction, then this is known as levo. Okay, so it is shown only in those compounds. Optical isomerism will be shown only in those compounds which possess a bidentate ligand or a didentate ligand. Okay, so it's shown in those compounds which have two donating atoms. Here I'll take an example to explain you the optical isomerism of stereo and special type. So as I said that it is shown by those compounds which having a bidentate ligand. So here I am taking a compound having a bidentate ligand. I am taking a platinum compound. This is a compound. If you look at the structure, you put a mirror in between, as I said that they should form a non-superimposable mirror images. So if they what the images you will get this. This is the D form, dextro, and get rotated on the left hand direction. This is levo, and these both are non superimposable. So when the compounds they form the non superimposable mirror images or the isomers which form them, they are known as optical isomers, and this property is known as optical isomerism. Now I am going to just give you the classification in a form, so that it will be easy for you to know what exactly, how many isomerisms are there, and which type of isomerism is there under what classification. Okay, I am just giving you a small classification of isomerism in coordination compounds. Isomerism further divided into structural and stereo or spatial. Structural is further divided into 4: linkage, coordination, ionization, solvate, also called as hydrate. Stereo spatial isomerism is further divided into geometrical and optical. Geometrical is further divided into cis, transform. Now cis and transform, in both the complexes we will deal with square, planar and octahedral. Square planar, we have studied the arrangement as M A2 B2, M A B C D and M A B whole 2, when the ligands are Ma2B2, when the ligands are the bidentate ligands. Octahedral arrangement Ma3B3. Okay, so this is how the isomerism is being classified. Thank you so much.